Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Today, our group will present our business statistics assignment regarding hypothesis testing. The title of our study is GrabFood versus Foodpanda Customer Satisfaction Analysis. For this assignment, we selected scenario 7 from the assignment list, which is two population means with independent samples and unequal variances. Therefore, the statistical test used in this study is the independent samples t-test, specifically Welch's t-test. The significance level used throughout this analysis is alpha equals to 0.05. Over the past few years, the food delivery industry in Malaysia has grown very rapidly. This growth is mainly driven by smartphone technology, busy lifestyles, and increasing demand for convenience. Currently, GrabFood and Foodpanda are among the biggest food delivery platforms competing in the Malaysian market. In highly competitive industries like this, customer satisfaction becomes extremely important because it influences customer loyalty, repeat purchases, and company reputation. Customer satisfaction is usually influenced by factors such as delivery speed, application usability, food quality, and customer service experience. Instead of relying on assumptions or opinions, businesses use hypothesis testing to make evidence-based decisions. Hypothesis testing allows companies to determine whether differences between groups are statistically significant or simply caused by random variation. Therefore, this study uses statistical analysis to compare customer satisfaction between GrabFood and Foodpanda users.
The main objective of this research is to determine whether there is a statistically significant difference in customer satisfaction scores between GrabFood and Foodpanda users. In this study, the independent variable is the food delivery platform, which consists of GrabFood and Foodpanda. Meanwhile, the dependent variable is the customer satisfaction score measured on a scale from 1 to 10. Based on the survey data collected, GrabFood recorded a higher mean satisfaction score of 8.2 out of 10, while Foodpanda recorded 7.4 out of 10. However, we still need statistical testing to determine whether this difference is truly significant.
Next, we will explain why the independent samples t-test was selected. First, the study compares two separate and unrelated groups, which are GrabFood users and Foodpanda users. Since the respondents belong to different groups, the samples are considered independent. Second, the population standard deviations are unknown. We only have sample standard deviations, which are 1.1 for GrabFood and 1.3 for Foodpanda. Third, the variances are not equal because 1.1 squared equals 1.21, while 1.3 squared equals 1.69. Since the variances are unequal, Welch's adjustment is applied. Finally, the dependent variable, which is customer satisfaction score, is continuous numerical data. Therefore, the independent samples t-test is the most suitable statistical method for this study.
For hypothesis testing, we first formulate the null and alternative hypotheses. The null hypothesis, H0, states that there is no significant difference in mean customer satisfaction between GrabFood and Foodpanda users. Mathematically, mu GrabFood equals mu Foodpanda. Meanwhile, the alternative hypothesis, H1, states that there is a significant difference in mean customer satisfaction between the two platforms. This is represented as mu GrabFood is not equal to mu Foodpanda. Since we are testing for any difference in either direction, this is considered a two-tailed test. The significance level used is alpha equals 0.05.
This slide shows the summary statistics and the formula used in the analysis. For GrabFood, the sample size is 30 respondents, the sample mean is 8.2, and the standard deviation is 1.1. For Foodpanda, the sample size is also 30, the mean score is 7.4, and the standard deviation is 1.3. The formula used is Welch's independent samples t-test formula. This formula compares the difference between two sample means while considering sample variance and sample size. It helps determine whether the observed difference between the two groups is statistically significant.
Next, we move to the step-by-step calculation process. First, we calculate the difference between the sample means 8.2 minus 7.4 equals 0.8. Next, we calculate the variance terms for both groups. For GrabFood, 1.21 divided by 30 equals 0.04033. For Foodpanda, 1.69 divided by 30 equals 0.05633. Then, both values are added together. 0.04033 plus 0.05633 equals 0.09667. Next, we calculate the square root. Square root of 0.09667 equals 0.3109. Finally, we calculate the t-statistic. 0.8 divided by 0.3109 equals 2.573. Therefore, the calculated t-value is 2.573. The critical t-value is plus or minus 2.004, and the p-value obtained is 0.013.
Now we interpret the statistical decision. The decision rule states that we reject the null hypothesis if the absolute t-calculated value is greater than the critical value, or if the p-value is smaller than alpha. In this study, absolute 2.573 is greater than 2.004, and the p-value of 0.013 is smaller than 0.05. Since both conditions are satisfied, we reject the null hypothesis. Therefore, there is sufficient statistical evidence to conclude that customer satisfaction differs significantly between GrabFood and Foodpanda users.
This slide explains the meaning of the p-value and the business interpretation. A p-value of 0.013 means that if the null hypothesis were true, there would only be a 1.3% chance of obtaining a difference this large purely by random chance. Since this probability is smaller than 5%, the result is statistically significant. Based on the results, GrabFood achieved a higher mean satisfaction score of 8.2 compared to Foodpanda's 7.4. This suggests that GrabFood users generally experience better customer satisfaction. Possible contributing factors may include faster delivery, better app usability, improved customer service, and stronger delivery reliability. Therefore, GrabFood demonstrates a statistically superior customer experience.
Finally, based on the findings, we propose several business recommendations. For Foodpanda, the company should improve delivery efficiency by investing in better routing systems and reducing delays during peak hours. Foodpanda should also improve app usability and strengthen customer support services to increase customer satisfaction. In addition, automated refund systems and faster complaint handling may improve customer experience. For GrabFood, the company should maintain its strong performance and continue improving service quality. GrabFood can also strengthen customer loyalty programs and use satisfaction achievements in marketing campaigns to attract more users. Overall, this study demonstrates how statistical analysis can help businesses make better strategic decisions.